Hello, friends. Happy Thursday. It's me, Jana. Thanks so much for coming back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. So happy to have you. I hope that if you like what you see, you'll give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Okay, just getting things organized here. So we're going to do an easel card today. Haven't done one of those for a while. I thought that would be kind of fun. And I told you guys I was going to order this set, and I did. So this is the fun new ice cream swirl. It's a photopolymer stamp set. So you can see how big the ice cream is right there. And there's the cone. And then it's got some fun sayings in here. It has a cherry, a strawberry, a donut, some sprinkles, a little cookie straw. Yum, yum. Hope your day is sweet. Thanks for everything. Make a wish. And then the coordinating dies, you get this ice cream cone little card. It has a fold line in the middle, so you can make a little card with it. It's got the big ice cream swirl, and that is 2 pieces there. You've got a little cup that you can do a make a little cup full of ice cream if you want. And there is the die to cut out that cookie straw, and you can cut out some sprinkles there. There's dies for the cherry and the strawberry and the donut. This die here does, what it does is cuts this design into your paper. It doesn't cut anything out into a shape. It just basically emboss cuts into your paper. All right, let me see here. If you're live with me, I hope you'll come onto the chat and say hello. And I will say hello back. That's always fun to know who's out there watching and maybe crafting along with me. All right, so I've got a piece of pecan pie cardstock here. It's the full length, 11 inches by 4 1/4. So first we need to do a couple of score lines to make our easel card. So we're going to make the first score line like the normal score line that we would for our card. So at 4 1/4, because this is a top folding card. Uh-oh, I did that wrong. It should have been 5 1/2. Oops. Oh, good. I didn't really press down, so it didn't even score. How fortunate am I? Okay. So let me move this to 5 1/2. Now we're right. Okay, now I can press down and score. I'm so glad I didn't press down on that first one. Okay, so I've got my glass mat under here so my paper keeps sliding around. So I always get an extra little lip there for whatever reason. But that's fine because I like to have the longer piece in front. So that just tells me which is going to be the front side of my card. And that is where I want to make my second score line. So this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I want to make my score line at half of my 5 1/2. So we are going to do 2 and 3, let's see, half of 5 1/2. Now I have to do math. So half of 5 is 2 1/2, and half of a half is 1/4, so 2 3/4. I knew that. Okay, so 2 3/4, we are going to make our second score line, and I think I'm done with that. Okay, so then this one will just fold down like that, and that's going to create our easel for our card. Okay, let me get my phone folder here so I can... You probably heard our house phone ringing in the background. We are getting rid of that thing. The only calls we ever get on it are basically ones that say that it could be a scam call. Hardly anybody that we know ever calls us on the house phone, so it's going to go bye-bye. All right, so I think I've got that ready to go. Okay, let me get my other parts and pieces here. Let's do the ice cream part next. I've got lemon lolly, and I don't know what it is, but ice cream stamps to me are so much fun. I love getting, let me get rid of this. That is a Todd hair, our dog. Okay, I like doing fun cards, and I don't think that they're just for kids. I mean, I like getting fun cards. They're just happy and cheerful, so if I like getting them, I think probably people I know like getting them. Okay, let me find my lemon lolly ink. That's not it. Here it is. Okay. So since it's a bigger stamp, I like to turn them upside down and ink them that way. And I still got ink all over my block, but that's all right. So I'm stamping with Lemon Lolly ink right onto Lemon Lolly cardstock. There, I hope you can see it. Let me just clean that off my stamp real quick so I won't have extra inky things laying around to get onto things that I don't want it on. Okay. So now then, I'm going to grab my Lemon Lolly blends. I've got the light and the dark here. So I'm going to use the dark one first. And I'm just going to go over these lines and make them a little bit wider. It's also going to be part of my shading here. I really like this, how they did this stamp. Well, the whole set. It's just fun. Man, it is pouring rain here right now. We're having a new mattress and box springs delivered tomorrow, and it's supposed to be pouring rain then too, so I'm hoping that they can get it into the house without getting wet. It's going in our guest room. Okay, so there is that. And then I'm coming in with the light Lemon Lolly. Lemon Lolly! All right, and I'm going to use the brush tip for this, and I'm just going to go beside those lines I just did. What flavor of ice cream do you suppose this is? I think it's lemon. It could be vanilla. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? For like an ice cream cone. My husband, you can guarantee that he will always order Rocky Road. I'm particular about Rocky Road though. I prefer that the nuts that are in it be walnuts. That's how it used to always be, but anymore, a lot of times they put almond, and I don't care for almonds in Rocky Road ice cream. It needs to be walnuts. Okay, so there is how that turned out. I love it. All right. I don't think I have an absolute favorite flavor. I really like cookie dough, chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream. I love Bing cherry. I like chocolate chip mint. So I don't think I have an absolute favorite. Okay, so I have another scrap here of the pecan, sorry. I'm trying to be better about how I pronounce that. Pecan pie, because I want to say pecan. All right, I don't want the stamps, I want the dies. No, I do want the stamps because I need the cone. I can take this off of here now. And we'll put this one on. And let me get my pecan pie ink. I should have had my little foam pad out here to have under my stamping, but that turned out great, so we are okay. All right, so now let's see, I didn't need to put my ink away because I still want to play with it a little bit here. Let me bring in my daubers. Maybe that's not the right set. All right, let's look here. There it is. And I'm going to bring in this piece of scrap paper because I just want to lightly, oh, look what I did. Let me show you. I stamped into that, but that's okay because I'm going to be die cutting this and I won't even be needing to go that high, so we will be all right. Okay, I just want to do a little bit of shading. So I'm trying to be really careful not to go too dark here. And I don't think I'm even going to need to ink this up anymore at all, because I think I'm going to be happy with that right there. Maybe I'll just go a little bit over here on this side. Okay, happy with that. And now I need the dies. While I'm getting the dies out, I will show you the ice cream cone that I made using the dies only. So like I said, you get 2 pieces in the ice cream part, and then you get that. And here is my cute little ice cream card that I made. I did a swirl ice cream, chocolate and vanilla, and then this opens up and makes a cute little like gift card or tag. You could punch a hole in it here, put a cute little dangle on it, and put a to from on the inside. So I just think this is really, really adorable. You could make any kind of ice cream you want, and you could stamp this and not use the dies if you wanted to, and attach it to the little card. So that's really cute. Okay, so I'm going to use this die, but I'm not going to make the card. I'm just going to put this on here and cut out my cone. So I really don't, I'm going to snip my paper off because I don't need to cut all of that. And I'll just snip it off where that cut line was, because I do want a little extra cone up there to attach my ice cream to. I probably cut off more than I wanted, but I think it's fine. Because if you don't overlap your ice cream onto the cone far enough, and you're doing a 5.5 inch tall card, your ice cream cone is going to be too tall. Just letting you know. So you have to be aware of that. I didn't have that quite where I wanted it. Sorry. Okay. Okay, I'm going to cut this out real quick. Okay, there is the cone. All right, so we've got that. I can also cut out my ice cream. So let me do that part real quick. Cute. Okay, so that piece is ready. All right, what else do I have here in all my little parts and pieces? I've already cut out that piece, and this one is for the inside of the card. I need to cut out my layer for the front. And again, I'm using my favorite die set. And I'm going to use the biggest rectangle here. This is the Scallop Contours dies, and that is where this little piece came from as well. So that is going to get cut out. I should have done this piece ahead of time. But I didn't, so here we are. Okay. Okay, so there's that piece. And then I want to stamp the cherry and the strawberry. So let's see here. I'm going to stamp with, what color do I have over here to play with? A cherry cobbler. But actually, no, I don't want to stamp with cherry cobbler. Sorry. I'm going to actually stamp with smoky slate. Okay, so there is the strawberry. That works. And let me get the cherry here. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to stamp with smoky slate. There we go. And now I can color these. So I've got the light and dark cherry cobbler. And I'm just going to go over these little highlight lines and the outline here. And I'll do the same with the strawberry. I'll do all the little seeds. And outline. And then we will come in with the light cherry cobbler. And I'm going to grab some of the dark and blend right into the rest of it here. And I'll do the same over here. I just didn't want black outlines. And I didn't want red outlines for the green part. So that's why I did it this way. So So there is that. And then what color? I have dark old olive here for my green. So I'll give this cherry a stem. And the gray part just kind of goes away. You don't even know that it was done there with the gray. Okay, so there is our cherry and our strawberry. I think I need some new little pieces of tape here. All right, let's get this lined up. Okay, I'm gonna run these through. I'll be right back. So there is the cute little cherry. And there's the strawberry. All right, so there is all of that. I can go ahead and put this on the inside. So this inside piece is just cut to 4 inches by 5 1/4. You can always do patterned paper, since this piece will be showing once the card is open. It's just all up to you what you like. There is that. Okay, now I need to pick out a piece of patterned paper, and I'm using the Lighter Than Air. This collection is just these really pretty pastel colors that goes really well with the hot air balloon, but also really well with this ice cream set. So what fun paper do I want to put behind our yellow ice cream cone? Let me see here. We don't want hot air balloons, and I used the polka dot on my other card, so I don't want that. That stripe might be fun, but with the white in the background, I'm not sure. Let's just take a little look-see there. Hey, I kind of like that with the diamonds. I like that stripe. It doesn't have as much of the white. I think we will do it. That will be fun with the swirl of the ice cream cone too, I think. Okay, so now then, I need to measure. Do I still have my ruler out here? Here it is. So I want this just maybe, let's see. So we've got about 4 3/4. We could go a little more than that. We could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 eighths. 4 7/8 by 3 1/4 plus a 16th, I think. 3 1/4 plus a 16th. Okay, so I'm gonna cut it 3 1/4 plus a 16th, and then we said 4 7/8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll see how that works. Oh, it's not, I didn't measure right. Oh wow, there's a big airplane going over. So since I did that, let me see, we can give it a little white border all the way around. Let me get my pencil. So I'm gonna cut it right about there. Okay, so not a mistake, just an opportunity to be a little more creative, right? Okay, so let's just do that. Okay, I think that's gonna be cute. All right, I like it. In fact, I'm kind of wishing now that I would have done it that way on my first card. I kind of like having that little bit of white border around there. I was trying to go the opposite way, so there was only just the little scallops showing and no white border, but I'm kind of liking the white border. All right, we will go with that like that. Cute. I'm happy with it. All right. So we can go ahead and put this on the front of the card. Let me get rid of this. So we only want adhesive on this bottom part here. You don't want to get any up there. So how I am going to accomplish that is I can only go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scallops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let me put my finger there real quick. And I am going to just do this. All right, I think I'm okay. And there. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Rose. Thanks for joining me. All right, so now let me come back here and position this where I want it. And voila! And And I don't have any adhesive back there, so we are good. Okay, so then for the little stopper inside, I've got this that I cut from that same die set. And I have left over this. Do I want to use it, or do I just want to do this and stamp Yum? Because I'm going to, let me get some stuff out of my way here. Okay, where's my stamp set? Here it is. See, there's this Yum Yum in here, and I'm going to stamp just one Yum. Not two, just one Yum. And do I want the patterned paper on there? I put it on the first one, and then I wasn't sure if I liked it or not, but I think I do. So let me see here. So this needs to be 3/4 of an inch by 2. This one measures more easily than the front, I think. Okay, so 3/4. By 2. Maybe to be safe, I will stamp this before I go attaching it to that. So let me get Yum Yum out here. Or Mooey Mooey as it looks if you look at it backwards. Okay, and my black ink. Do I want to do black? Or do I want to do maybe that cherry cobbler? Okay, I'm just carefully inking up one Yum. And I am going to stamp it like that. Yum. Okay, and then I'm going to glue the strawberry on there. Let me put this on here first. Yum. Okay. So that's ready. Let's attach the ice cream to the cone. So wait a minute. Remember what I was saying about that, positioning that on the ice cream cone so that it's not too far off the top. I don't care if it overlaps the patterned paper. I just don't want it going off of the card. Okay, so I see. I'm going to put my glue on the top of the cone. That way I won't have extra glue on the back of the ice cream hanging off, because I just don't want it on there. Okay, look at that. Doesn't that look like a tasty ice cream? I think it does. Okay, I still got a little bit of glue on the back, even though I was trying to be careful. It doesn't really matter, but it doesn't matter at all because I'm going to be gluing it to the front of the card. But okay, so that is going to go on there like that. All right. I don't want to put it clear to the tip or clear to the bottom, actually. So I'm just going to do this. That's enough glue. Okay, let me get it on here. That looks pretty equally centered. I kind of tried to center it on these 3 scallops down here and up there at the top. Cute. Let's add the cherry on top. Hi, Cynthia. Did I say hi to you already? I guess I did. Sorry. Okay, let's see. I like it right about there. That is so cute. Okay, now then we can put the yum on the inside here. Trying to use up my little edge pieces of my dimensionals here. No sense in wasting any of this. I always cut those and use those as much as I do the rest of them. There we go. You want your little inside piece to pop up because that is what is going to catch the front of the card. Then you just have to decide where you want it on the inside. Do you want it down at the bottom so that the card stands that much? Do you want to put it up higher? I'm just going to move mine up to right about here. That looks okay, I guess. And then I've got the whole rest of this up here to type my, or to stamp whatever sentiment I want in there, or if I just want to write. I've got that whole area up there, and then the card will stand up like that. And hopefully your recipient knows that that's how the card works when you send it to them, hopefully. Okay, so then I want a greeting for the front here. So I need to cut this. I'm going to cut my strip to 3/4, and I don't need this whole strip, so let me just cut some of it off here. I know I'm not going to need it to be that long either. I'm going to cut it just almost to the 3/4 line because I'm going to use a punch. There we go. I'm going to use the Happy Labels punch. And then from the stamp set, I'm going to use the Thanks. Oh, I love that yellow ice cream. It's so bright and happy. Thanks. I better stick the pen back in my glue over here. Okay, so I want the scallop edge because that will kind of coordinate with the scallops on the card. Cute. All right, so now I can cut off some of this. Maybe right about there. Okay. And now, what color do I want to go around this? Should I do it the lemon lolly? I think so. Whoa. All right. Cute. Hi, Nancy. Thanks for joining me. Happy Thursday to you. All right. So I want to pop that up too. Let me see what kind of scrappy pieces I still have here. I have a bunch on this sheet. Okay, we'll just use 2 of these little bigger pieces here. These edge pieces are from the little mini dimensionals. All right, so I am just going to, I think I'll put it down here. That looks cute. Is it straight? Okay. That is a pretty yummy looking ice cream cone. I'm going to use my Wink Stella. I should have done this before I put the cherry on, but that's all right. And I'm just going to come in and do a little fun on here on some of these swirly-doos. Make it look a little more frosty. Yummy. We are going to dinner tonight with our car club group to an Italian place here in town that's been here for several years now that we've never went to, so that'll be fun. Okay, can you see the frosty goodness on there? I don't know if you can. It's so hard to catch the light on anything glittery, but it's there. Oh, I think that turned out really cute. I love that striped paper in the background, and then when it stands up, Yum, yum. Well, not two yums, just one. Yum. And then I can put my little sentiment in there. So there is that one. Here's the first one I made, and it's got some yummy cherry or strawberry ice cream on it. And there we go with those. And then here is this again. If you came in late and didn't see it, this is the ice cream cone that I did with just using the dies, and I didn't go back and do any shading on it. I think it needs some shading on the cone part. And so then you can have your little to from in here, punch a hole, add it to a gift bag, whatever, put a cute dangle on it. If you wanted to stick another little greeting on the front, you can. Cute, cute. And again, that is the ice cream swirl stamp and die set, and you can get them as a bundle and save 10%. I will put the link to my shopping channel in the description box below, and there is also my code, my current host code, and I would really appreciate if you would use that when you place your order, if you order with me. Okay, so we're getting closer to the end in our little The Joy of Angels book. So let's read a few more pages. I looked over Jordan, and what did I see? A band of angels coming after me, coming forward to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot. Like angel visits, short and bright. John Norris. That was short and sweet, wasn't it? It came upon the midnight clear, that glorious song of old, from angels bending near the earth to touch their harps of gold. Peace on earth, goodwill to men, from heaven's all gracious King. The world in solemn stillness lay to hear the angels sing. Edmund Hamilton Sears. We all know that song, don't we? Gabriel, blow de trumpet horn. Hallelujah. African American spiritual. Look at that cute picture. What have we got? Well, we have enough to have this one more time. For it is not the shape, but their use that makes them angels. Thomas Hobbes. Life is a pure flame, and we live by an invisible sun within us. Sir Thomas Browne. Okay, I will leave the last few for next time. And then we will, actually, let me read this one and stop with this cute picture, and then I'll, no, oh, look at that. That's coming out. The stitching's coming undone out of this book. Teacher says every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. Carolyn Grimes in It's a Wonderful Life. Okay, this is completely falling out, so I will put my little bookmark around that whole section, and then I'll have to see if I can fix that. And then I will find another book for us to have some fun reading at the end of our little things here. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you like these cute ice cream easel cards. I love them. Those ice cream cones are so fun. They make me want ice cream. All right, take care. Oh, wait, who's asking me? Nancy. I am in Oregon. I'm in Newport on the Oregon coast, and yeah, it's very wet, rainy, windy here right now. I was born in Klamath Falls, Oregon, and we lived there until we moved here in 1989, so we've been here ever since. So that's the only two places I've ever lived, all within Oregon. My husband was born in Arcadia, California, but he was just only born there because his dad was working there at the time. But they also were from Klamath Falls. Here's a quick, fun little story. So his parents and my parents lived on the same street. I've told this story, but it's been a long time ago. We lived on the same street in Klamath Falls. Um, we have a picture. If I had it right here, I'd show it to you, but I don't. Um, we have a picture from my second birthday. It was my birthday party. There was a bunch of kids in the picture. Some of them were cousins, some of them were neighborhood kids, friends. But in the picture, my husband Ken was standing right behind me. He was 6 years old. It was my second birthday. He was standing right behind me with his hands on my shoulders. I'm not kidding. Then right after that, we moved to another part of town. So that was the city limits of Klamath Falls. Our Klamath Falls is divided into city limits and then what they call the suburban area. So my family moved to the suburban area. And then, like I said, he was 6, I was 2. He was 4 years older than me. So even in high school, even though the high school I went to was in the city, was in downtown, um, he was already graduated when I came along there. So how we happened to meet is that my best friend, her boyfriend, and my husband now, Ken, at the time were working together, and they worked in a gas station there in Klamath Falls. And so her and I, we were still in high school, and they wanted to fix me up with this guy. And so I asked my mom, could I go out with him? I told her, how old he was, and she told me no, that I couldn't. And I somehow must have mentioned his name. And so then she got to thinking about it and she said, "What did you say his name is?" So I told her. So then she disappeared into the bedroom and comes back out with a photo album. And in it was that picture from my second birthday because, living on the same street, she remembered the family and, that they were a nice family, blah, blah, blah. She knew him. And so since she knew him, she decided it would be okay then for me to go ahead and go out with him. So, long story short, I was a junior in high school at that time. And 5 days after I graduated, we got married. We didn't have to. Don't go there. Don't go thinking that. We didn't have to. But back in the day, you got married really young, and we did. And this coming June will be our 49th anniversary. So yeah, 1975 we got married. So yep, that's how that went. Hard to believe, but it's a true story. Anyway, you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.